Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today's LeetCode problem, words within 2 edits of a dictionary. It has been marked medium on LeetCode and it has been asked in Meta and Google. So let's go through this problem statement. So we have been given a queries array, a dictionary array, and what we need to do is we need to find all the elements in the queries array which can be converted to dictionaries words. So the conversion can be done like this. Consider this word. Now we are allowed to do maximum 2 edits in this word to find any similar matching word in the dictionary array. For example, consider this word WORD. Now if we convert this R to O, we get WOOD, and that is present in the dictionary array. So we can add this word in the dictionary, our answer. So let's go through this. We have taken one element from the query and one element from the dictionary. Now let's do one thing. Let's see how many mismatches we can find. Mismatch can be found like if we will compare the element at a particular index from the query and the dictionary. So n and j is a mismatch. So one mismatch. O and O, they are equal. T and k is a mismatch. So 1 plus 1, one mismatch we got. E and E, they are equal. So here we got two mismatches. Now we are allowed to do two edits, less than equal to two edits. So consider n can be changed to j and t can be changed to k. Now this query element with two edits can be converted into a element in the dictionary. So this is an allowed answer. Similarly here, W and W is matching, O and O is matching, R and O is not matching, one mismatch. D and D is matching. Okay, cool. So it is also less than equal to two edits. So yeah, this also can be added. Now consider this ands. Let's compare it with Joe. A and J are not matching, one mismatch. And NO is not matching, one mismatch. K and T is not matching, one mismatch. S and K E not matching, one mismatch. Total. So as the edits for ands is greater than 2, we cannot add this in our answer. So this is not allowed. So if we see, the problem becomes for every word in the query, compare it against every word in the dictionary and check the mismatch. If any mismatch is less than equal to 2, add that in the answer. Okay, so let's go through the pseudocode and dry run against one example. So we have been given a queries and dictionaries array. We are just creating an answer list, and what we are doing is we are just iterating over this query array and checking for every element in the query array if any element in the dictionary array is being matched. So this function will do that. We are checking query with the dictionary arrays element. So for each word in the dictionary, what we are doing first is we are setting the difference as 0, and then what we are doing is we are just iterating over the word length. So a character array will be created like this for query and word, and here we are just checking index by index if a mismatch is found. If a mismatch is found, we are just increasing the difference, and whenever the difference is becoming greater than 2, this is that particular element is of no use for this. Okay, so we are just breaking this loop, and if difference is less than equal to 2 for any element in the query and the dictionary, we are just returning true. So let's go through this example and dry run. So first we are setting the difference 2. Okay, difference 0. Now we are just checking character by character. N and J is not matching, so difference will be added, will be 1. Then the next element O and O is matching, cool. Next element T and K is not matching, so difference will become 2. E and E is matching, okay, cool. Now if we see here, difference is less than equal to 2. If difference is less than equal to 2, we are returning true. So the things will come here, and if we are just checking if it's possible to add this query against any element in the dictionary, we are just adding it to answer. Similarly, things will happen for all the elements in the query, and it will be matched in all the elements in the dictionary. And if we find that this is a valid answer and which can be added in less than equal to 2 edits, we are just adding it to answer and at the end returning the answer. So why not a graph approach? What we are doing here is we are just comparing the difference from the the arrays, the query and the dictionary. So we don't need a transformation, we don't need connected components, we don't need that over engineered BFS or DFS. So a graph approach will be an over engineered solution here.
So that's it for this problem. If you are in the same journey of interview preparation, you want the content on LeetCode, LLD, HLD, or GenAI, please follow along. The code will be given in the description. Thanks.